Gentlemen, what's happening? Great to see you. So, doing something a little bit different today. The other day, I was in a drugstore and I passed the men's hairstyling product section, and I was amazed at how many different options there are nowadays as opposed to back before Pete and Pedro when I actually used to shop for it. And so I thought it would be a pretty cool idea for me to go and actually buy some of the current products that are on the market that you can find at drugstores and test them out to find the best, because I know that there are a lot of you guys out there that don't have access to Pete and Pedro, which happens to be the best product on the market, or you're just looking for a more budget-friendly option. And so I thought it'd be a great idea for me to test, try, and let you know what to buy. Not to mention my hair is looking a little rough. Could use some product. Gentlemen, let's head to Walgreens. What's up, man? And here we are, the men's section. So what I'm thinking is that I'm actually going to be looking for a matte product. I use Pete and Pedro Putty, and so I'm looking for something that's similar to that so that I can actually style my hair with the new products and get the best results and give you guys my opinion. All right, Old Faithful, American Crew Fiber. I used to love this stuff. It is expensive, actually. About the same price as Pete and Pedro, but we're gonna grab this, see if I still like it. Old Spice now has a nice selection and it's super affordable, $8. Let's grab the putty. For $9.49, I gotta give Axe a go. Let's try the Dove Sculpting Paste. I love Dove's products, and so I'm excited to try it, and Got2B. All right, so I got 5 products. I think that's a good number and a good selection. So I'm gonna head back to the house, get a shower, and start testing some of these bad boys out. All right, guys, fresh, clean hair and ready for action. First things first, gonna brush it into place. First product I'm gonna try is the American Crew Fiber. I used to love this stuff. I still love the smell. It's kind of lemony and fresh. It actually looks like there's less in there than there used to be, which I think is interesting. There's definitely less in there. All right, I'm going to use a similar amount that I would with Pete and Pedro Putty. Emulsify it. Still smells great, like I said. And work it in. I feel like I need more. Get it in there. All right. Now it's time to style. And done. Not bad. Not bad. A little bit of shine, not too much. The hold is decent. I think my hair will go flat in about 10 minutes once I go outside. And that was one of the issues that I remember having with the American Crew, is that it would look great as soon as I would style it, but if it was hot outside or I went out into the sun, it would sort of flop down. But in a pinch, American Crew Fiber, great product. It smells the same, it works the same from what I can remember, and it's a good product. Now, it's good, and it's also the most expensive that I bought. But now let me wash my hair again, and what do you say? What do you try? The Axe? All right, so I use shampoo to make sure that we got the most accurate representation of how the products work. Axe has gotten a bad rep, right? Because of those stinky ass body sprays. But it's super messy, which is one of my pet peeves. This is much more paste-like. Let's use that much. And I don't know. It's really sticky, but let's give it a try. It is not, I used, I think, too much. All right, I am going to style, and I will be right back. All right, it isn't as bad as I was expecting. But my hair feels dry. When I was using the Crew along with Pete and Pedro Putty, my hair, when I run my fingers through it, it still feels nice and soft and a little bit silky. My hair feels super dry and almost damaged. It's not damaged. This didn't damage my hair, but it obviously is leaving like some type of like waxy residue or something that I'm not wild about. But in a pinch, it would probably do. Let's try Old Spice Forge. One thing to note, I shampooed my hair and I still smell the Axe fragrance on my hands. So I'm gonna drop that down to like a 3 because one of the things that I hate is a very pungent and fragrant hair product. And one of the problems with Axe, as a general rule, is that their fragrances are just really powerful, overpowering actually. And that's one of the issues. They freaking stink. And so this dropped in ranking, but as far as performance, pretty good. Next up, let's try the Old Spice Forge Putty. Looks like putty. Smells very mild. Not bad. It's really soft. For you guys that like a soft product, I actually like a little bit harder product. That typically, so we'll go there. It emulsifies basically. It's much more. Whew, that is. Now I'm smelling it. The more you heat it up, whew, that is very strong as well, and not necessarily to my liking in terms of the fragrance. But fragrance is subjective. That's just really strong. It goes into my hair a lot easier than the Axe did. And so far this is my least favorite. Much lower hold than the other two, and it really does smell. And so that just in and of itself kind of knocks it down a peg. I would rate this probably on the same level as the Axe. The hold is much lower on this than the Axe, but once again, my hair feels dry. It feels really dry, and I honestly hate the smell. But that's my personal opinion. I really love Dove deodorant, the Dove shave cream. The fragrance of this is really mild. Dove has just really come a long way, and honestly, I've been super impressed with them, so I'm excited to try this. But first, I gotta wash. Why did I decide to do 5? I think 3 would have been sufficient. All right, here we go. Let's comb it into place. Like I said, Dove has really done a great job in terms of men's products. The fragrances are all nice and mild. They're not overpowering like Axe or Old Spice. This one, really mild, and it is a little bit more of a stiff, not as stiff as like the putty, but it's still pretty stiff in terms of a product. And still, very mild, emulsifies easy, and let's work that bad boy in. And okay, you know the drill. I'll be back in a second. All right, and nice. My hair does not feel dry, which I like. There's not a super powerful fragrance. The hold is not great. It's definitely not as good as the Axe, but it's definitely on par with the American Crew. And for the price, it literally is half the price of American Crew. The hold is kind of medium. It's not great, but it actually says it's medium hold on the container, which would probably be the reason why. And so, Dove, I'm gonna say good job. Not super high hold, but definitely solid. And last, but not least, Got2B. All right, last product is Got2B the Spiking Wax. I actually saw this on my way out, and it was actually a higher hold, so I grabbed this. There. Mild smell. It is very similar in consistency to the Dove. The fragrance isn't bad. It's not great, but it's definitely not as bad as Axe, in my opinion. Can't be too careful. You never know who's out there watching, waiting for you to slip up these days. People are crazy. And let's see. I think my hair's just tired. No. This doesn't really do it for me. It's real. It's still sticky. I'm not really feeling. It's very sticky. I don't know if sticky's the word. It's weird. It's heavy feeling. It feels waxy in my hair. This is probably, I would say, my least favorite in terms of performance. The Axe is the highest hold that I tried, though. But in terms of fragrance, this one it's intense. The Forged Putty, not that great. In my opinion, the American Crew Fiber is still a great product. They haven't changed anything, but I would say that in this little experiment, my favorite that I tried was actually Dove. Here's the deal. Depending on your hair, the way you style it, I mean, you obviously saw how I style it. I use heat, it softens it up, and so it makes it a little bit more bouncy, luscious, and a little bit softer. If you were to put any of these products in wet hair and let it air dry, it's probably going to lock it down. It is definitely locking it down if you use the Axe. You're also going to smell you from about 3 blocks away. But none of these even remotely touch Pete and Pedro Putty. And I'm not saying that just because it's my product. This is a superior product. And one of the reasons why we designed Pete and Pedro, the entire line, is that usually you'd go shopping and you'd find one product out of a line that's good. Like, I really like the American Crew Fiber, and the Forming Cream I think is good. Their pomade I'm not nuts about. A lot of their other products I'm not crazy about. Dove, this is the only product I've tried. It's good. I would imagine the other product they have is good. It's also super affordable, and you can pretty much find this anywhere. You can find it at drugstores, you can find it supermarkets. The price, super affordable. Why is it affordable? Because it's not the highest quality stuff. It doesn't have botanicals or hair healthy nutrients like Pete and Pedro Putty, but this is a bit more expensive. Bringing us to another point. Good ingredients with skincare and hair care, they're expensive. The way that they're able to sell these products super cheap is because the quality is a little bit lower. Quite frankly, my hair is something that I cherish, and for me to save $5 as opposed to using something that's high quality like a Pete and Pedro product, I personally would spend a few extra dollars. But this is a good product. All of these are decent. This, I would say, is really good. This, I would say, is really good. The other ones are decent, and depending on your hairstyle, you may want to give them a try. Got something going on here. But I'm not washing my damn hair again. It's tired. Guys, if you want to try a super high quality product and you're looking to up your hair game, give Pete and Pedro a try. There's a link down below to peteandpedro.com along with a discount code. If you're not sure what product's right for you, we help you out. There's an email address down below. All you got to do is send us a picture of your hair and the current product that you're using, and we will be happy to make a Pete and Pedro product recommendation. But in conclusion, if you're looking for a cost-effective, good product that you can find anywhere, give Dove a try. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you've got a product that you would love for me to review, down in the comments, let me know, and we'll do some more. This was a lot of fun. Yes, I am biased and think Pete and Pedro is the best, because it is, but I am open to exploring others and let you know what I think.